Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises and glory and honor as due to Yahweh by Shemi Yahweh Shai by Shemar Kakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in this gospel brought live with the standard of Yahweh by Shemi Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a quick lesson through the spirit, kind of going back to what this guy was saying when he mentioned that we don't do anything for the community. And, he made a lot of false allegations against us, and brothers have kind of been going in on this demon for the last couple of days or so. And, the Most High is not dealing with these dudes, and these dudes, the Lord is going to judge them, in due time. Like they say, every dog got his day. But, anyway, he made a mention that, I ain't even going to try to do his voice. His voice is very irritating. I'm just he said, you bums ain't doing nothing for the community. But from the last time I called, we got camps all over the world, for going out in the quote unquote community. And our job is not to be community activists. That's not what we're set up for. Okay, we ain't set up to harbor soup kitchens and pass out toiletries and, hygiene kits and all this other shit. And you do have jobs that do that, because in fact of my job, I actually do community outreach because it's for our gig. I get paid to do that. But my real job, being a prophet of the Lord, I ain't out there passing out no goddamn Campbell soup or no packets of oodles and noodles, man. Okay, we ain't giving almond milk to the poor because the Lord didn't tell us we had to do that. Now, if you have a sellout organization, or if you have a 501c3 and you want to bring in that money and get those goodies from the government, then you do community outreach. Because what I noticed about mega churches, and I noticed because the church I used to go to years ago when I was in my teens, they had a credit union set up in there. They had ties with the city council. They did outreach, they did barbecues and stuff like that, because churches are under 501c3. They have the exemption to do that, So a lot of times they say it's a non-profit organization, but everybody knows with a 501c3, you're taking money off the top, or you're getting goodies from the government. Okay. I looked up, set up your 501c3 nonprofit organization registration, and you got a lot of community outreaches that go out and they do shit in the community, give out dinners and all this other stuff, pantries. That ain't what the Messiah told us to do, okay? And that ain't our job. Now, if somebody walks by and they may need $1 or something, or a couple of bucks to get them some food, then we'll show charity and give them the money if it's contingent on what he's saying he's gonna do. Now if he's getting to buy drugs, or he wants to go buy cigarettes, and we get a win of that, then I'm not giving you my money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not throwing my money to contribute to your fucking dope habit. You know what I'm saying? But if a guy sincerely say, look, man, can I get $5? I'm just trying to get a burger, and I got the cash, I'll give it to him, man. Why not? Why not? But these guys make it seem like we're just out there just spewing a bunch of venom and nonsense, and like we're wasting our times. But we literally got camps globally. Okay, so Yahweh Shai didn't set us up to set up no damn soup kitchens, man. We ain't passing out potpourri. We ain't passing out fucking Lori seasoned soap. We ain't doing none of that. All right, we'll say that for you clowns out there, since you want to win the community. And another example of that too is when Yahweh Shai fed the multitude. You notice that, and the story, I can recall it, but I'm not going to pull it up because it's just a quick example. But basically, they knew that Yahweh Shai was going to feed them. So you had guys that kept coming to the sermons because they knew that they was going to get some food. So when and it shows all the time, like when you see all these other groups and you see that the fruit that they generate exactly like they say, every bird or every particular kind will flock to his own kind. So if you just out there and you pushing gimmicks, these are the type of men you're gonna bring in. And how should I say, you would know a tree by its fruit. Okay, so when you out there and you're pushing that sentiment, well, we gotta have we gotta have starter kits, we gotta have this, we gotta have barbecue. You're gonna attract the wrong crowd, because those people are truly not in it for the word, because they don't appreciate the word, man. This is how you know a person is sincere. When you have nothing but the word to give them, and they still want to do the work, then that shows because they're compelled by the Holy Spirit. Now, if I be like, well, look, brother, can you come up to the camp? And the bonus incentive is I'll give you a $250 gift card to Target, and I'll give you a pair of Air Force Ones. You know how many niggas gonna come up to our camp if we actually do that? Okay, they see us with a big U-Haul truck passing out shoes and giving out Target gift cards. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come and listen to the word every week, man, because they know they gonna get them shoes and that money. And that's how you get the people that you don't want to be in it, because they're not really in it. Because Jake play games, man. So community outreach, that's not in their sense, that we ain't set up for that. We ain't set up to pass out turkeys and shit. Say that Nino Brown shit for Nate. Okay, we gonna teach the word like the Lord commanded us to do so. Okay, so anyway, let's go to the book of Matthew 10. And Yahweh Shai said it. It says here. Matter of fact, let's start at verses 1, because this is the gift of it all. It says the 12 disciples instructions for service. Now, what does instruction means? If anybody out there is competent to know what the word instruction means, look it up. But the Lord gave us a simple set of rules to go out there and to wake up the elect. He didn't say go to the government and sell out and get contracts and set up pantries in Judea, okay, or the Galilee. He didn't say do that in Nazareth. He didn't say that. He just said go out there and teach. Okay, so this is the book of Matthew 10 and 1, and we can get it in Luke 6 and 12 as well. But it says, and he answered, and he called unto him his 12 disciples, and he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manners of sickness and all manners of diseases. Now, why do you need to do a community outreach when you have this type of power? Okay, this type of power and confidence in the Lord is more than enough. Okay, if you have a person that's paralyzed from the waist down, what the fuck is a pair of gym shoes or a turkey gonna? Yeah, you can feed them, you know, and they can look nice. But if a person watches a brother heal the sick and give somebody their sight back, that holds more volume than you passing out turkeys and you marching around the damn hood. Because see, among your organizations, Jake don't really understand what this thing is about. They think it's an Israelite party. They think it's about looking good. They basically think, oh, well, the king is like, okay, you party and bullshit on this side, and in the kingdom, we gonna party and bullshit even more. These guys know no balance. They don't count the cost. They don't see the severity of this thing they're in, because they was not taught the gritty of the scriptures, man. They were just taught you an Israelite, you a king, you can get fine ass women, which a lot of these women are bums anyway. But you can have the nice garments on, you can come to cookouts, you can rap, you can wear dreadlocks, you can get your beard lined up. I mean, honestly speaking, it's like, okay, why don't you just stay in the world then? Because that's the shit niggas do in the world. Okay, that's what Jake does in the world. But when you could put a righteous spin to it and put on a flashy garment and make somebody feel low with the scriptures, then hey, Jake is like, oh, sign me up twice. Shit, sign me up 3 times, man. Can I sign up and unsign up and unsign up again? Because niggas, this is just Jake, man. Like 90% of you guys in these different groups, 90% of you don't really understand what you're part of, man. You don't. Okay, you don't, and you truly don't believe. You don't believe. You think you believe, but you don't believe. And that's going to be a telltale sign when Esau starts to persecute the ministry and start locking men up for what they believe in and trying to seek out brothers' lives. A lot of you going to change your stance on this thing. I guarantee you that. Because a lot of you guys don't pray. You ain't praying in the name of Yahweh Shai. You wake up, you know what I'm saying? It's all about, oh, we got to go to the men. Israelite. Where in the scriptures that say we got to go to a fucking men's conference, man? Where in the scriptures is a French Tech Friday? Like, who the hell are you to check for my fucking fringes? Like, nigga, I thought the scriptures say judge not another man's servant. Who the hell are you a leader? Oh, that's like I come to the camp and I'm standing in the audience and Apostle Tahar, where your fringes at, brother? Like, why is he checking for my fringes? That ain't his concern. You know what I'm saying? But you guys do the unnecessary shit. That's between you and Yahweh Shai, man. Now, if you want to wear fringes on your t-shirt, then so be it. I don't give a damn. That's not real priestly attire. But if it make you guys sleep at night, do what you do, man. But at the end of the day, fringes ain't gonna save you. It ain't fringes don't make you righteous. Okay, you just a dirty ass nigga with a dirty ass t-shirt with fringes on. That's all it is. You guys ain't renew your mindset, man. Got this Jim Jones cat, you know. But anyway, it says, and he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manner of sickness and all manners of diseases. So when the men of the Lord received that power to put hands and heal the sick, and we start to do that nationally, and people are getting well for that, we have these spiritual powers to use in righteousness. Then what you bums gonna say? Oh, them, when you gonna call us bums then? What you gonna say then? We using sorcery, we using magic. Because there's always something with Jake. You can never win with these men, man. You can never win with them. You know, but they gonna find out. Because the Lord said that, hey, you ain't supposed to, roughly paraphrasing it, you ain't supposed to detest the poor, man. You speak against the poor, then the Lord can judge you for that. You know, we're poor. We don't have the necessarily funding to set up fucking kingdom halls and all that shit. In the kingdom, we have things set up for people. But on this side, hey, if you want to set up a community outreach, take your ass down to Esau. You better go to Salvation Army with that shit, man. Okay? Go to Narcan or something, man. Go to the health department. They'll set up something. Go to city council. If you want to get some turkeys or some shit, or you want a housing, you go there. That ain't our job. We don't have that power in this captivity. You know how much money and time and resources and how many hoops you got to jump through just to get a building now? Just to set up some type of funding for you. Bro, it's hard as hell, man. You got to jump through loops, man. You know? So no, but according to them, we ain't the men of the Lord because we ain't setting up shit for our people. We ain't got to do that, man. Like Apostle Dar say, fuck the community. The community is the elect, okay? Because the community ain't nothing but a bunch of wicked niggas that's only looking for fucking handouts, all right? And it says, now the names of the 12 apostles are these. The first, Simon, who was called Peter, Andrew and his brother, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the publican, James the son of Alphaeus and Lebbaeus, whose surname was Thaddeus, Simon and Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. Now these 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not in the way of the Gentiles, and into any Samaritans, in any city of Samaritans, enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Okay? And as ye go preach, it didn't say set up a soup kitchen, it says to preach. Okay? Do I have to look up the word preach? Maybe I have to, because Jake seems to miss the fundamentals. If you don't have fundamentals or foundation, then how can you consider yourself how can I say, how do you consider yourself a asset to the ministry if you don't have fundamentals? Okay, prime example, Deontay Wilder, horrible boxer, bro. You know why he's so trash? Because he's never developed fundamentals. Okay, he's a one-trick pony. He had a right hand. If he catch you with it, he'll lay your ass out. But for one thing, he's too big. For one thing, for him to be a heavyweight, he's too skinny. He's 6'7", 214 pounds. He's too small. He need to be fighting at least 250, 268. You know what I'm saying? Between 240 and 268, he need to be fighting at a heavyweight class like that. You damn near, you barely 200 pounds, man. And I'm using him as an example. And another thing, too, his style doesn't work for his size. Okay, he doesn't have, he can't fight in the pocket. His arms are awkward, he's too long. He can't generate power in a pocket or in a clutch. He needs to learn how to develop a jab, okay, a jab. He needs to be able to set you up, and if he can fight backwards and work on his defense, he would be somewhat formidable, but he can't fight in the pocket. Prime example, when you get in on him and you close the distance, you notice how he defends. He can't even get a punch off because he's awkward. He's built awkward. He's long, so he need to utilize a jab to keep him on the outside. Then they come in, he catch him with the right, you end the fight. But the reason why he's so trash is he does not have fundamentals. And you guys, you don't have the fundamentals of the scriptures. That's why you guys are failing, okay? It appears that you may be winning because you have all these numbers and all this extravaganza and this sensationalism. But overall, you guys lack fundamentals, man. Okay, and this is why you're going to lose. But it says, go and preach, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand, which you're not doing. Okay, you telling people, you ain't telling nobody about the destruction. You're not warning them about World War III. Okay, you're not warning about the MO. You're not warning them about any of these things. You're only concerned with spreading sensationalism and playing on people's emotions so you can get that money, man. That's all it's about with you guys. You know what I'm saying? You ain't telling people, oh, sister, the Most High God says he loves you and you got to put on a head wrap. That's all you niggas are concerned about, is whether Keisha can wrap a fucking head wrap or not. You know? But it says, as ye go preach, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand. When's the last video y'all did on prophecy? It says, heal the sick, which you can't do. Clean the lepers, which you're not doing. Raise the dead, which you definitely can't do. Cast out devils. Freely you receive, freely give. It says freely receive, freely give. Instead of casting out devils, you turning people to bigger devils, man. Okay, like the scriptures say, you're more the child of hell, roughly paraphrasing it. You're making devils out of devil. You're making double devils out of niggas that was already devils, man. Okay, but the point is, provide neither gold nor silver, nor brass in your purses, nor script for your journey, neither two coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves. For the workman is worthy of his meat, man. So that's what it is. He didn't say provide soup kitchens. He said provide neither gold nor silver. So we ain't got to hand out shit. We ain't got to sit up here and set up a table and say, look, we got free donuts if you come and listen to us speak for 15 minutes. I got a box of Krispy Kreme donuts, brother, with sprinkles on there with extra sugar. You come and get you a bite if you listen to the word of the Most High. Niggas is going to be lining up for donuts, man. They ain't gonna come out there and get the word. They just gonna come out there and eat, and then once the niggas eat, then hey, they gonna leave. They gonna say, man, y'all gonna be out here next week. Y'all gonna have some chicken. Y'all come to eat. You know, like it was the spirit, because like when we did outreach, like for my job and stuff, like, cause the thing is to promote our program. You know what I'm saying? And the supervisors are wise enough to know niggas just want to eat. Like at the building that I work at from time to time, we had an open house and we was brainstorming some ideas. I was like, look, only how you gonna get these people to come down is if you feed them. I'm like, you gonna have to feed them, because niggas ain't trying to come down and learn about chronic illnesses, and they don't care about that. Jake just want a handout. I said, if you want to get these people down, we got to get them some food. So we had to cater some food. We had tacos, we had chicken, we had mixed vegetables, and I mean, the whole goddamn building came down. You know, we started pushing our program and promoting our program and all this other stuff, man. Now, when we go up there, it's dead as hell because you ain't got nothing to give them for real. You know, you got to use food to bait Jake into listening. And if you got to do that, that means they don't want help in the first place. They just want to eat. For example, I linked up with another department and they did a street outreach, you know, to like violence and shit. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna come there and I'm gonna promote the program. So basically, long story short, it was this one nigga there. And, you know, they was all speaking, and there was this one cat, and he had like 3 or 4 hamburgers. He like, man, bro, can I take some of that to go? I'm like, nigga, you just had 4 hamburgers. Like, bro, like, save food somebody else so somebody else can eat. Like, did you come here to listen to the message, or did you fucking come here to eat? And you're like, man, low key, man, I'm just trying to eat. And I just kind of looked at him like, that's the fucking nigga, man. And that's exactly what you're picking up in your congregation, because they think they're gonna get something. Shit, if you eating Jay's chicken every week, hell yeah, nigga, you out there with a 200-piece wing and some fries and some macaroni and cheese. Hell yeah, niggas gonna be out there every week. Man, we gonna listen to the Israelites. They feed us, and before you know it, you gonna have Keisha coming up with her 5 kids, Dusty. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be a shit show. And then we don't have the food to give these niggas, because you just spoiled them already. Then they gonna be ready to put hands on you, man. So we don't go that route. It's just not wise, and it's not sincere. Okay, now you may sincerely have an outreach to try to reach people, but that don't work for stuff like this, man, because Jake ain't really with the simplicity of Yahweh Shai. They don't like that. They need gimmicky shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of having a garment, let me put some gold on it. Let me put some glitter on this shit. That's our people, man. And it says, provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purses, nor script for your journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat. You know, and that's the point I wanted to make. We ain't out there. We ain't got to set up soup kitchens. That ain't our job. We're prophets. Okay, we were told to go out and speak to Israel and get the fuck out of Dodge. That's it. When you in war, you ain't got time to feed people on the battlefield, man. You know what I'm saying? Your guy get blown away. You got to get him to a safe location. Get the medics over there, resuscitate them and put them up. We in the midst of the battle. I ain't got time to be throwing steak dinners and niggas, man. We in a battle. We in a war mindset. And you people, you ain't in that mindset. All right. Let's go from here to the book of Acts 3. And I'm going to start at verses, let's start at verses 2. It says, and let's start at 1. It says, now Peter and John went up together into the temple at the hour of prayer, being the 9th hour. And a certain man lame from his mother's womb was carried, whom they laid daily at the gate of the temple, which is called Beautiful, to ask alms of them that entered into the temple. So you had a guy, man, that was like literally lame. He was literally jacked up. He needed help, right? But look what Peter said. It says, who seeing Peter and John about to go into the temple and ask alms. And Peter fastened his eyes upon him with John, said, look on us. And he gave heed unto them, expecting to receive something of them. So Jake always expecting to receive something, man. But look at what he said. He said, then Peter said, silver and gold have I none, but such as I have give I thee in the name of Yahweh of Nazareth, rise up and walk. And he took him by the right hand and lifted him up, and immediately his feet and ankles and bones received strength. And he leaping up stood and walked and entered into the temple with them, walking and leaping and praising Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And just off that fact alone of healing him through the Spirit, that gave that man a faith to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, versus he getting money. If he would have just gave him money, then he probably never would have became a believer, because even though he needed the help, he just was like, well, look, shit, I could just sit here and beg niggas all day and get money. I ain't gonna never believe. But by him being healed, he actually believed, man. Okay? That's what he said, silver and gold I have none. We ain't got the funding for that, man. We don't have the funding that your sellout leaders have, okay? Nate is juiced in with them peoples. Okay, I don't have 150 million in my bank account. I don't have that. Okay, I don't have the means to go and open up a school to get poor people to come in so I can feed them and teach them the word. No, we go out to the streets and we do what we're told. That's what the Messiah told us to do. Because, see, for one thing, when you go to the book of Ezekiel, and this is another reason why we don't like everybody coming up, because Jake is not sincere. Because, hey, peep this. This is the book of Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter. And we're going to start at verses Ezekiel 33. And let's start at verses 30. It says, also, thou son of man, the children of thy people are still talking against thee by the walls and by the doors of the houses, and speak to one another, everyone his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh from Yahweh. So they know that we got the word, but we ain't got nothing to offer them as far as tangibility. Jake don't want to hear words. They're like, yeah, we don't want to hear that Yahweh Shai shit. We don't want to hear that. It ain't doing nothing for me now. I need something now. I want to get here. I want to be rich now. You know what I'm saying? I want to put, just Jake is not patient. The one thing about this truth, you're going to find out 2 important things about this truth is suffering and patience. Okay? And I guarantee you, if I can promise you anything and you are sincere, a believer in this truth, you're going to develop patience and you are going to suffer. That's the one thing that we can reassure you that will happen in this faith. Okay? You will need to be patient and you will suffer. If nothing else, those two you will exemplify in this truth. And it builds character, man. It builds morality. It builds endurance, longevity. It makes you callous-like, man. But it says, and they came unto thee as the people coming, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they would not do them. So they hear the word, okay? They hear it. It sounds good. It's funny. Cussing Keisha out or something controversial, then, bam. Like, prime example, when I'm going to prove my point. Going to my page here, GMS KC Living Waters. Let's go to the videos. Now, it was shut down last week. They shut me down last week because I did a video on the Jake that committed suicide, which I don't even know why I got a strike for that. But they shut me down last week, so I was on my other page. But prime example, right? Now, anything with controversy, like cursing out the IUIC, that got decent views. But I did a video titled Beware the Leaven of the Pharisees. That ain't really get no hits like that, right? But this video, this is why you women need to be ruled over. That got damn near 400 views, man. And, my videos get a decent amount of views from time to time. But when you go more into, like, what they consider the boring shit, as they like to say, then Jake don't want to deal with that. Jake wants something controversial. This is why Apostle Tahar even said it. He said, if you got, and You know, I'm not putting words in the Apostle Tara's mouth, but I'm going to use what he said in the example. Let's just say if you had 9,000 followers and you had 10,000 views. 9,700 and something views will be people that just watch your videos for entertainment. Only a small, minute people are really watching your videos for edification and to really be built up. Most people are watching your videos because they think you're going to say something controversial and it gets them through their day. You know, Jake flame up blunts, start tripping, watching videos, tweaking niggas, pour drinks. Because the truth is, it can be entertainment. I'm not going to cap. Like, I watch videos for truth, for understanding, and to be entertained because entertainment is going to come with it. You know what I'm saying? We are entertained by the videos, but we compelled to learn and grow from it. Jake just want to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? So 95% of the people that watch my page, they just watch it to be entertained. They're not really trying to take or learn anything from the lessons. They're not trying to do that. They don't care to do that. You know, this is why certain videos get hits and a lot of them don't. Because this is all about entertainment, man. These niggas don't believe. This is why you have the same 5 or 6, 7, maybe 8 brothers that may comment on a video and say, good lesson, brother, I'm really being edified. Them be the sincere ones, man. You know? But anyway, it says, and they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness, right? And I'm guarantee you guys in them other groups that lead these camps, you notice they go back in the world, they become Christians, or they end up on Vocab Malone show talking shit. None of them go out and teach or do anything because, see, one thing about their leaders, don't want their students being above them, so they don't teach them. They tell them, look, to spectate, listen, and pay your money and shut up. But our leaders, they actually build us up to be able to stand and to teach on our own if need to be. Okay, we were built up to do this thing, man. You other groups, that's why you don't have a group of IUIC niggas that got kicked out and start their own thing, because overall they don't learn shit in there. They regurgitate, they parrot, and that's as far as it goes, man. They go in there because it's all about a party. They know they're going to do something on Fridays. They're going to bring up the grill. They're going to have the little ceremony award shows, and niggas can go up there and harbor all this false glory to feel like they the man for some time. That's all they care about. But if they was among God group, they wouldn't be able to last because they're not learning anyway. You know, this is the reason why when they men fall out, they go back in the world. You know, and we've seen it time and time again. But it says, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song, and one that have a pleasant voice and can play well on the instrument. For they hear thy words, but do them not. So yeah, they hear it, but they don't give a shit. Like I said, Jake was out there with 4 cheeseburgers and wanted more. I said, bro, you had 4 hamburgers already. I get you hungry, but nigga, once you go down there and get your fucking job, go apply for public aid or something, man. Go get you a fucking job, nigga. You can come down here. You sound pretty articulate to me. Take your ass down there and go get a fucking job. Go put in a fucking job application, man. You know? It's just stuff like that. Jake. Anyway, I got another precept and I end it. Because this is all of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua told us to do. This is the book of Jeremiah 1. And I'm going to start at verses... Let's start at verses 4. It says, then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. He didn't say set up no goddamn, no pizza kitchens, man. All right, we ain't out there handing out easy bake ovens. Here's your voucher to McDonald's. Get you a cheeseburger and a small French fry and a $1 coupon. Nah, that ain't what we set up to do. All right, and this is how you keep away the undesirables, man. You give them the word. And it said, I, Lord Yahweh, I cannot speak, for I am a child. Okay, but when you go down here, the verses 10, it says, see, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pour down and to destroy and to throw down and to build and to plant. Why in the hell does that say set up a goddamn soup kitchen? Passing out turkeys out of the white van with the tinted windows. No, man. We are the prophets of the Lord. We are set up to prophesy and to teach our people, and that is it. Everything else is extra shit. It's not a prerequisite to get in the kingdom. Okay? So with that, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, double line say elders, the apostles, a great millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the whole elect. And with that, shalom, abba, abba.